I know y'all have heard Jason say it, and I'm gonna repeat it. Sometimes things happen you just don't get on camera. Do you mind?
Hey guys, it's me Zoe here at Chestnut Hills Farmstead. I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking today. I'm pretty stopped up, so I'm going to leave that to them. Not it.
Good morning, guys. Look who's back to the land of the living. We appreciate all the prayers and messages and texts about Rhett and I being down with the flu. Zoe's a little under the weather, but you can see her behind me. She's still out here working. So we've got an update this morning for you on our bull. Little man's got a name, and we've got something else we want to tell you about. It hasn't really been a secret. We just haven't done it on video because Zoe's been out here dealing with everything by herself while I was down. But we have been working with him on something since the day after we got him, and it's not exactly good news. Would you like to introduce them to your little bull?
Yeah, let me get in here with him.
We're getting him pooping on video.
Oh, well, it happens.
We just did
He's
a full...
man. He likes to poop, okay?
We just did a full cleanup last night.
We did. You want to come here with me?
Yeah.
Oh, he needs some food.
Okay, he got his food now.
Ready?
You might want to update him since you just said it.
So, we have renamed him to Ferdinand the Bull.
We actually had a viewer comment that, and I replied back, hey, you're really going to enjoy the next video then.
Rhett loves the movie Ferdinand, and Ferdinand's a big old bull, but he's real passive and sweet, and so we thought that would be fitting for our little bull. So his name is now Ferdinand, and we've been referring to him as Ferdinand for the week we've had him so far.
Now, I told you we had an update on him, and a lot of people have asked why we're keeping him in this stall for so long. Had he met the girls, all that good stuff. So we have two reasons. He's not just confined to the stall. If you see behind me, the big doors of the barn are closed. So he gets into this big stall and his little stall. His little stall is just where he's at for now and when we have the barn open. But while he's eating and while we're in here with him, he's got the run of the whole barn here so that he has more room to move around. But there's a very particular reason why we're keeping him inside. So the day after we brought Ferdinand here, we were in the stall working with him. Zoe was petting him, and we noticed a cloudy spot in his eye, in his right eye. And that eye was watering a little bit. So that told us that we had a potential case of pink eye. It's not a big deal in cattle. It happens pretty regularly. Typically happens during the summer, but you have to isolate them. You want to keep them in a little bit darker place. And something about mini Herefords, or Herefords in general, that have a lighter pigment around their eyes, they're more susceptible to it just because of additional irritation. And if he's out in the sun, it's just only going to make it worse. Not to mention the fact that if he's feeding in the troughs, he could potentially spread it to Cinco and Tater. So we are keeping him isolated to treat his eye and to get him used to us. If we let him out on the pasture, he may be harder to catch, and he's certainly going to be harder to treat. So it's kind of twofold. That's why we're doing that. He is getting better and better at letting Zoe pet him and come up to him. She talks to him, and he is actually starting to approach her now. So we talked to the vet, and this is not a sponsor or anything. We were told to use this Vetricin, and it's a pink eye spray, antimicrobial. And Zoe has been treating him 3-4 times a day with this spray. And that's the good thing about her working with him, is that he is actually allowing her to spray his eye with that. And we think not only is he getting more used to her, but he's also getting some relief with that spray. It's probably irritated and maybe causing him some pain. But if you know anything about pink eye in cattle, that cloudy spot in the middle of the eye is not the first stage. So we didn't pay any attention to or notice his eyes watering when we got him, but the day after we saw the cloudy spot in his eye, so we know that he needs to be treated. He's moved into a second or maybe even third stage of pink eye. But cattle are extremely resilient to it. They say their eyes heal very quickly. The vet said it wasn't anything to be concerned about. He did not recommend the shots that go into the eyelid above the eye. So we're going to continue treating with what we have. And hopefully in another week or so, we can let Ferdinand out and join the others.
Mm-hmm.
He's not terribly hard to catch, but you can see that cloudy spot in his eye. I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not. Well, there wasn't no video in the doctoring.
No. But, I mean, basically, you take your spray and you doctor inside the eyelid.
Well, I held his head, and Zoe held the eyelid up and sprayed it good. She's been able to do it by herself, but we wanted to make sure that we got a good dose in there. So with two of us here, we were better able to do that.
Yeah, when I have somebody to help, I definitely utilize it. He's kind of mad at me, but we just got a little brush. We're just going to attempt it, see what he does. Oh, does that feel nice? Ferdinand, do you like that? Oh. He's calmed down. I think he likes this. Ferdinand, you like getting brushed?
It'll definitely make him look better. He's had kind of bad head ever since we got him.
No, get out of your water. You're okay.
Now, we got to dump that trough and wash it out anyway.
Come on. Get back over.
Well, Chance just opened the big doors. And there's Tater and Cinco waiting.
I do want to tell them something. Let's tell them, you know, even though he's separated, they all come in and socialize with him all the time.
Yeah, we
The
just
only
don't want
difference
them to
is
make
he's-
contact so they won't spread.
Right. The only difference is he's got this pallet up between them, but they're in here with him all the time, so he's not always alone.
No. The barn stays open except for when we're just letting him roam around.
Right. He's digging the brush. I done brushed almost his whole back. Needs a bow tie.
There's Cinco. Cinco don't run from us at all anymore.
You hear me?
Huh?
He needs a bow tie now.
A bow tie?
He needs a bow tie.
He don't need no bow tie. There's Cinco. Seiko's just a pet cow now. She don't run from anybody.
Yeah.
Jack's always in the way.
Always.
But we don't have to chase Cinco. Jack insists on the brush.
You have hay hanging out your mouth, dude. Oh, look. Grooming. Oh, you need a bow tie, too.
As long as you don't interrupt her eating, Tater don't care what you do.
We don't. She's happy when she's fed. One day we'll be able to brush the donkeys.
Maybe one day. Sometimes things happen you just don't get on camera. And we got to the goats and had a little mishap. They just got through putting the fence back up. And Miss Belle here she got her head down eating. But you might can see that right horn. See where the blue coat is? Yeah. The Zoe's favorite fingernail polish. Belle had gotten tangled up in this net fencing and she broke her right horn. Luckily it wasn't bleeding bad, just a little bit of bleeding. But we got her doctor, got her freed up, everything's fine. That's why you have to check on your animals so regularly. Especially goats, because they will find new and creative ways to get themselves in trouble. As Zoe just pointed out, it's also another good reason why we're getting goats away from net fencing. It just doesn't work on ours very well. Chickens does great. Goats, no. So when we finish their paddock up there, they'll be on regular field fencing, which is what I would highly recommend for goats. I wonder if those two enjoyed the show.
Oh, I see him up there. I didn't even see him. They like to stay up there.
Why are y'all up in the cheap seats?
They're safe from everything. They can see good.
I know that wasn't everybody's thing the last time we did our trapping, but we've got to ramp it up just to make sure that we don't have losses on our birds. Plus, it's a good thing for the boys to learn to do, to learn how to do things legally and humanely. So we're going to take care of some predator issues, and we're going to ramp this up a little bit. You know what?
What?
So we broke those anchors, and I made my own cables to attach to these traps, just to anchor them down, just with some regular little small cable and some crimp. We brought these red posts that we were using for our pig fence for corners as anchors. Well, we got a couple down here from our old pig fence that we hadn't pulled up yet, so I might as well use them.
Oh, that's right.
Right there.
That's right. That would be good. Yeah. That would work. Let me
Take the yellow off?
Yeah.
Rhett, what you doing?
Eating sunflowers?
Eating sunflower seeds?
All right.
On to the next one. Chance getting it all covered up.
Making sure they don't know it's gonna trap. Oh, good. Here.
Now look.
Daddy, I like
You do.
They're my favorite colors, black and orange.
That's your favorite?
What's up? Yeah, and blue and green and black and red.
He likes all the colors.
Go and get it down in the ground.
He almost about hit his hand off.
How about that? Make it a little easier on you.
I'll keep on driving a little more. That's not
There.
driving.
Now just cover up the chain.
Dude, help cover it up.
How about that?
Huh?
Help cover it up. Cover it with the leaves.
Grab these leaves and cover right
Hey, you want to spread it, make it look natural. You don't want it to be all bunched up.
here. You want a little dirt to make it nice.
This is the one that didn't trigger last time. And we dumped the feed out and just left it there. Well,
Yeah.
that corn is still on the ground there, so we're going to move this trap.
Okay.
So we're just going to go a little bit.
Okay. We caught a possum right here, didn't we?
Yeah. Okay.
I can do it upstairs.
Okay.
Let Rhett go pour the bait. Come here, Rhett. You'll be fine. You got to pour a little bit of bait in there. Real easy.
And then from outside.
Yeah, a little bit outside. We'll get it inside first. Shake it just a little bit. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. And put a little bit outside in the front.
Good job.
That's a good job.
I did better than Bubba. I haven't done it.
So I hope you can tell by how bundled up we are that we're not just doing this for fun or for the sake of doing it. I know some don't understand, but the protection of our animals is just as important as food and water. Not to mention it's a skill that I'm teaching my boys that I really want them to learn. So one thing I forgot to mention on the last video, and someone actually asked me in the comments, was what we did with them. So we may have some eventually tanned for our boys, but we have a neighbor who does some tanning for himself and actually requested when we trapped anything to bring them to him. So I took that possum and that raccoon that we caught last time to him. What he didn't mention, and something you are not going to see on our channel, was that the possums he ate. That's not something you're going to see on our smoker. But just know that it didn't go to waste. We were going to take the hides to him anyway, but we didn't realize that he was going to eat the possum. So I hope you enjoyed spending some time with us today. We had kind of an interesting day. Got a little update out there on our bull, Ferdinand. Got caught off guard a little bit by Belle being hung up in the fence, but we got that taken care of. Got our traps reset, and we hope you'll join us next time. There's no telling what we'll be doing. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching Chestnut Hills Farmstead. I hope you like and subscribe. Bye.